Oh, wow. So cool. Like, it'll just, oh, is that been, oh, but it's still small, so I don't like it. Hi. I'm basically, talking to myself right now, and probably will continue to do that because, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just, I'm sure, like, most of you guys know how to live stream and stuff, and, it's awesome. I suck. I apparently suck at it. That's why I keep trying because they say practice. I have to smoke my tobacco. Yeah, yeah, tobacco. Okay, so I'm streaming, right? Okay, so whew, good for me. I have like no topic ready, but that's just normally that's just me. That's how I roll. Because one will one will come, and I realize that like I never get like in like I'm not gonna hold my. Let me rephrase that. This is the thing about when you do when you know about and like you've done the brain work. You do start. You not start. Once you start, you don't stop. Like catching yourself. Like I just heard myself say. I didn't even say the sentence. I began. I was about to say like some super negative sentence, and so now I'm like, you do rewind, and then like Abraham Hicks. She's so cute when she always goes like, you just want to suck it like whatever you just said, just suck it back up. And I did that like for months, like when I would hear myself, because the longer that you practice these principles and to you have to get any results from any of this stuff, you have to do the mind work. And when I say mind work, it's there's all those thoughts that you're thinking all the time, and I'm saying you because every human does it. I mean, it's just constant, just constant jibber jabber in there, and like most people, they're including me before. Oh God, oh my God, my jibber jabber before I learned this stuff. My jibber jabber basically just was telling me to like KLL myself like all day, every day. In fact, I mean, the last time I unsuccessfully, all of my obviously, can you guess? All of my attempts have been unsuccessful. All of them. And I started early. I started at like 12, 11, or 12. That's when I started the attempts. The thoughts have been there. As soon as I learned how to walk, I don't know really how the story goes, but what I know is that we lived in an apartment complex with a swimming pool, and somehow I walked to the deep end and just jumped in, and I mean, like, I have 5 kids, and I've always brought them around pools and things like that, and not one of them ever went to the, like, no floaties or anything, went to the deep end, and like barely just learn how to walk, went to the deep end and just said, F it. And it was a story that my mother would, she told me that story more than a few times, probably because she was proud of herself, because she like noticed that actually I was at the bottom of the pool, and so then she said she jumped in and pulled me out by my hair. And I'm probably like, knowing me, like even as a baby, I probably was like what are you doing, bro? I was on my but anyway, the last, I never say the final time anymore, because that just seems to be like kind of jinxy. Do you know what I mean? Like jinxy. But it was last August the 3rd, and I looked up online. The milligram needed to create the effect I wanted with Seroquel, and the milligram was like something like 9,000. So I said, okay, well, we'll just go ahead and we'll go with 13,000, and that's what I did. And yeah, I just went to sleep, and was sleeping so hard. I mean, so many times I got woken up with doctors. I'm like literally like just balancing the entire weight of their bodies on my chest, just like forcing me to wake up, and then not only forcing me to wake up really, really angry. And then the first night that I was in I say the first, it was probably the second night. I was in the the hospital. They have people when you get admitted for that reason. They have people that come. They will come there to guard you, and there was a demon guarding me. She was in a woman body, an old lady body, but she wasn't human. Nobody can tell me that she was. I remember at one point, like one time I woke up, and like we had, well, I wouldn't even call it an interaction. I don't really know what it was. I mean, like just looking at her, like I could feel her energy, and it was unpleasant. It was scary. I didn't like it. I asked her if she was like, I asked her, like, why are you in here? Why? Like, but anyway, because I'm also, absolutely psychotic, because I just ingested, 13,000 milligrams of probably one of the most harmful psychotropic medicines are. I don't think there's anything. I don't know why they make them. I think I think that medicine is manufactured only to bring people misery. For sure. It takes your sleep without like in it, and it's so like just invisible about it. Is the best word. It just comes in. You don't realize it. For a couple days, you think you're just sleeping like, oh God, and the dreams are amazing, and then all of a sudden, like you've got some huge tolerance built up to it, like huge tolerance. So then you just don't get to sleep for an entire day, right? You just have to, like, you don't get to sleep for. This is how it is for me. It may hope it's different for everyone else, but this is what happens to me. And so then fine, I stay up. I don't take them anymore. Like, yeah, no. And I finally got my sleep back, my real sleep back. I finally, like in the last like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I got it back. And don't get me wrong, 8 months ago August the 3rd was when I was hospitalized or whatever. But then when what date that is, it came on the 7th of, I don't know, of the 10th month. Yeah, 8 months ago. Yeah, when that happened, I mean, when as soon as I don't, I mean, like, doesn't I don't understand how anybody could be seeing the videos, or I don't understand how you a person can. And like, I got involved because of the white phosphorus. That's what made me go, what they're what, why they're dumping white phosphorus on what did you what. And I mean, when I'm all in. I'm like all in. I'm all in. I'm all in, and I'm commando. And I mean, it was what it was. There was no, there was nothing I can do. I could have done to stop myself from like doing whatever it was that I could do to make that stop. White, we're just gonna call it white. Number one, it's against the it's a WC. I'm trying to watch my language. And had this been 6 months ago, I got very angry at people who would watch their language. But it is what it is at this point. I don't at all feel any guilt. I definitely I did everything that was in my power to do to. I know for a fact that I did make a lot of people aware of what was happening when our country is so propagandized. I hope you know what I just said. we don't get the truth from anywhere, and that's like this channel. I want it to I want it to be about like breastfeeding 17-year-olds and just haven't like I'm real. I'm a real person. I'm never not gonna be a real person. That's why you don't ever hear me like say like oh my god, all the stupid, and I'm not even gonna say them so that you'll know what I'm talking about, all the cliche ass things that you hear in these types of videos about like YT video. I mean, I'm just don't get me wrong, the benefits are great, but hearing me say that, like, the words came out of my mouth and then I hear them, it makes me feel fraudulent. I feel like yeah, like I'm pretending to be somebody else, because like I don't know why everybody just feels like they have to say that, because I'm pretty sure everybody who uses YouTube, even the 5-year-olds, they understand the protocol. Like if you want to, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just ugh. But you know what I mean. And to be honest with you, I'm not this whole channel is just anomaly would be a good scientific word, but how it really like got popular was because of this one song this one of the first videos I ever put. It was a song called Unified Field Theory. And what happened was this, I guess this website or whatever, thread, whatever, with a bunch of like nerdy physicists, even though every word to the song is like somehow magically true. Like I listen to the song now, I'm like, how, what, because I was talking about things that I didn't even understand myself yet. I hadn't even. I promise. Like I'm like I was talking about things like. Yeah, I guess I had to have thought about them to write the song, but they were not things that I had not like studied that, and I did end up not because of the song, but just because I wanted to understand these things, and but the song came out first, and when you listen, like where am I when I'm dreaming? Have you ever thought about that? Where am I when I'm dreaming? Where are you when you're dreaming? You're dreaming, right? We're all dreaming. You're dreaming right now. Nobody's ever not dreaming. It's just, what dream are you in right now? Like, if I lay down and go into the state of consciousness called sleep, where I'm going to enter into a dream state, I'm yeah, I guess it's called whatever, sleep for this land, but I'm not sleeping. I'm switching over, and I'm going I'm going there, and some of those over there places. I've always been a dreamer. I dream a lot, and and I've dealt with my fair share of night terrors, like more like probably about 19 people's fair share of night terrors. Anyway. Did I mention that I hate being live? But all the neuroscience gurus will tell you, especially Joe Dispenza, who I love. I love him. He's who, like, yeah. I got nothing at all bad to say about Dr. Joe. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say, but I do that a lot. Oh, yeah, he always talks about you need to be in the unknown, right? Because if you're in the known, then you're in your comfortable place that your brain is, you don't have to think. Like, your autonomic nervous system can take over and just do you for you. You know what I mean? But when you're in the unknown, which is where I'm at exactly right now, it's real uncomfortable. And like right now, oh my God, I want to shut the computer, and I want to not do this, because I know, I'm not saying anything funny. Like, I'm not being like funny like I used to. Like, I used to could be funny. I still can. I just, I don't know. I haven't, I don't know. Like, I guess I gotta figure it out on this, like, new journey that I'm taking with the help of all of you lovey. I love you people who watch my channel, even, like, you love me anyway. See, that's how, that's what I think real true love is. If you can love me anyway, can you love me? If you can love me anyway, that's love, right? I don't know if I've ever really experienced real romantic love. I think maybe I did, but I'm not sure. I'm probably with, yeah, I don't know. That's never been like a big thing to me. I've never, like, when I was a little girl, I never dreamed about having a wedding. I don't think I ever thought about it one time, actually. But yeah. And I didn't even realize how weird that was. until I was in my 30s, and now I'm just babbling and like, oh my god, I want to skydive off the balcony, which would only, probably break my collarbone again or something like that. But oh god, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, just like 5 minutes. I have a text message after getting like, oh my god. All right, so stop streaming.